As always, my partner Charles Davis and CD. In the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area.
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumbled a great field position. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From his own goal line, Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. He's at the 50. And all the way to the opposite 45. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Darnold. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Darnold. Open man is Uzomah. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he bowls over him. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Here's Darnold. Complete to his tight end Sample. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch. And this could be setting the table. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. 7-7, our score after one. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper.
3 yards the gain there, second down. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on fourth down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. Fourth and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. To throw is Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Malik McDowell What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun to give to Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They go play action now. Lawrence. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Darnold on 1st down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on second down. Darnold to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Darnold now to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Darnold. Airing one out for Boyd. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
There's a short one caught by Uzomah. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line.
We got this.
The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. on 2nd and 9. Darnold. There's a short one caught by Uzomah. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Darnold. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A handoff to Mixon. Sheds him off at the 45.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pinned there.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop it. Well, just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with...
And got his man complete! And all the way down to the 37.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He's got Hooper on the short connection. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. Darnold, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beat.
And Darnold, he lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Malik Jackson there to make the stop. Coming up on 2nd and 7. it's Darnold. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Hooper. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Escaping the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he...
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Chris Jones now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Play action. It's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action now. Lawrence. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On play action, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But it's going to be 2nd down. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get...
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and a QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
One last throw now for Darnold. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense...